Sukhe Hotu and welcome to the Buddhist Mahavihara Facebook page. Right? Today we are going live again from the Buddhist Dhammadana series that we hold every week. First and foremost, we wish all continued good health and safety in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic and MCO. May all beings be well, healthy, happy, and peaceful during this trying period. Before we go further, we wish to recommend to you to subscribe to the BMV Dhammadana series YouTube channel. There are about 175 recordings in the BMV Dhammadana series, where a wealth of Dhamma sharings have been uploaded here. Tonight, we have the valuable opportunity to listen to this interesting Dhamma topic titled 5 Thinking Patterns to Overcome Anger. This Dhamma sharing will be conducted by Bhante M. Chandima Thera, who have previously conducted several Dhamma sharings under this BMV Dhammadana series. Bhante is currently based in California, USA, and it is 5:30 a.m. right now. So to get him and to share in such an early hour, we are very grateful. We will now get Bhante into the studio now. Good morning, Bhante.
Good morning, Mrs. Caroline.
Welcome to our Buddhist Mahavihara Dhammadana series. Right now it is very early in your time, right? Time zone over in the States.
Yes, I'm so grateful for inviting me. And yes, it's almost 5:40 here.
Thank you, Bhante. Here in Malaysia right now it's 8:30 p.m. At your side we understand it's 5:30 a.m. So again, we want to say that thank you for graciously accepting to share the Dhamma at these very early hours at your side. We are so grateful that we had you tonight to share on the topic called 5 Thinking Patterns to Overcome Anger. Thank you, Bhante. So now we will give some sharing and introduction on Bhante's profile for those who are not familiar. Bhante Chandima is a Sri Lankan Buddhist monk from Bodhi Vihara Temple, Santa Clara, California, in the States. He became a novice monk in 2001 at Uluwitike Jaya Sumanarama Temple of Gale, Sri Lanka, and entered the and entered the full monkhood in 2009. He obtained Rajakiya Pandita, it's called Royal Scholar degree from Vidyodaya Pirivena, and Bachelor of the Arts degree from Buddhist and Pali University in 2014. He also worked as a translator for Sri Lankan National Institute of Education and later served as the head of primary section translators for Sinhala, Tamil, English, Hindi, Bengali, Urdu, Pali, and Sanskrit. Today, Bhante is studying for the Professional Certificate of World Religions in Harvard Theological School of Harvard University. While working as a Western Buddhist missionary, psychological instructor, and a meditation teacher, Bhante has also written Dhamma books in various Asian, European, and South American languages to promote Buddha's teachings all around the world. Now I'll hand over the studio to Bhante to begin tonight's Dhamma sharing. Bhante.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhase Dhamma Jagavanidu Adra Gaccantu Devata Gandhamang Munirajat Lodang lo Sakkamokkadang Dhammattavanengano Ayam Badanta Dhammattavanengano Ayam Badanta Dhammattavanengano Ayam Badanta Gondo Addang Najanani Gondo Addang Nepatani Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Good evening, dear Dhamma friends. Most Venerable Mahasangha of Sri Mahavihara and dear all the devotees, in this beautiful evening for Malaysia, but for United States it's the morning time. I am so grateful and I am so thankful for giving me the opportunity to share this precious Dhamma of the Buddha with every one of you. We believe in various kinds of auspicious time, right time, lucky time, fortunate. According to Buddha's teachings, the real fortunate time, the real auspicious time for anyone is the time that we spend with the practice of Dhamma. So some people believe that when they see a black cat, that's a wrong time because it's a wrong moment, bad moment. So if someone is going to go somewhere, if that person sees that black cat, that person stops. But we need to understand that we are going on our journey and that black cat, it is going on its journey. So that's what it means. There is nothing to do with bad omens. Both are going on their own journeys, but still we have these kinds of beliefs. So we think those are bad times. And there are some other good times too. When we see certain kind of good signs like a lady with a pot of water, or if someone see a beautiful bird early in the morning, they think a good day, a good time, auspicious time. But according to Buddha says, Sunakhattam sumangalam, suppabhatam surthitam, sukhano sumuhuttoche, sweet tongue brahmachari. So whenever the time that we engage with the Dhamma, whenever the time that we practice the Dhamma, so at such times we need to understand that we are spending a certain time which is auspicious, which brings real fortune, which brings real good luck. So uh, please understand and be happy that you are also going to spend a time so an auspicious time, a lucky time, a fortunate time, which can make you this life a better one, which can make you next life a better one, which can help you to progress in the path of the Dhamma, and which will help you to end the suffering and to attain the real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, Nibbana. So this is a wonderful time. And thank you for inviting me to share this time, this auspicious time with you by sharing Dhamma. I'm so grateful. So today we are going to share this Dhamma, and according to the Buddha, we need to do three things. Number one, with mindfulness, with awareness, we need to listen to this noble teaching. We need to listen this noble teaching with awareness, without letting the mind roam, concentrating and focusing on the Dhamma teaching, with open mind, with open ears. We need to listen. Number one. Not only that, you should not let this Dhamma to enter from this ear and to go from this ear. You have to listen and through ears, and you should let that Dhamma go to your mind. That's so important. So you hear and then you absorb that Dhamma. Then, after that, most of the people, they gain the knowledge, but then they start debating with the other people. Oh, my religion is the greatest, your religion is the lowest. My one is superior. No. According to the Buddha, instead of debating with the other people, what you need to do is, you have to practice. You have, first of all, you have to think and clarify. Clarify those teachings. You should have a better understanding. Then you have to practice. You have to practice. A person can explain about a cake. Person can explain about a cake. But we can understand about the cake by that explanation. But still, you can't realize actually what the cake is. You have to eat the cake yourself to really, really understand and experience what actually the cake is. So just like that, we need to practice and see. Then this very Dhamma becomes a reality for us. So listen, then store this Dhamma in your mind, think over them, gain a better understanding, then please practice. This is the way how you practice the Dhamma. Step by step, gradually, mindfully, continuously, until you reach the final stage, the real peace, real happiness, Nibbana. Here, we are going to start. Slide number 1. Today, we are going to talk about anger. Anger is a human emotion that we all do encounter. Nowadays, some scientists suggest that we should express anger. But slide number 1. So, right. So, people think that we should express anger. But according to the present, if the Buddha was alive, he would have said the opposite. According to Buddha's teaching, we don't either teach to suppress anger or to express anger. Instead, the Buddha teaches to be aware of the anger and to analyze the anger, to understand the nature of impermanence in the anger, and to let it go. To let it go. That is how the Buddhists should deal with the anger. But when we get angry, as I mentioned in the Dhamma stanza, which is from Kodana Sutta of Anguttara Nikaya, Kuddho Attang Najanati. The person who gets angry, that person doesn't see, doesn't understand Attang, the right. That person cannot understand what is right and what is wrong. Right? And then Kuddho Attang Nepasati. The person who is angry, that person doesn't see Attha, the right and the wrong. That person cannot distinguish. Why? The anger has overcome all the other, overcome that person, and all the other emotions were suppressed. So, Kuddho Attang Nepasati, Andhantamang Tadahut. So Andhantamang Tadahoti Yang Kodo Sahatena. If someone doesn't get rid of this anger, Andhantamang Tadahoti. Later on, what will happen? Throughout that person's life, there will be darkness. So it is very important to get rid of this anger. It is very important to get rid of this anger. So today we are going to learn 5 methods. 5 methods to overcome anger. There are various ways that Buddha taught to come out of anger. So the very first thing that we need to do to get rid of our anger is, first of all, we need to realize when we are angry that you are angry. When you are angry, you have to realize that you are angry. If you don't realize, if you are not aware, if you are not mindful that you are angry, then that's dangerous. That's dangerous. You don't know what you'll do with that anger, because you are on refusal. Example: once there was a person who said, who was famous, that who doesn't get angry, who doesn't have anger. So in that village, the other people got together and they betted on this person. If someone, if someone could make this person angry, then that person will get a certain gift. One boy decided to try. All the other people tried, but they couldn't make that person angry. Finally, one young boy showed up himself to do that. The other people laughed at him, but that young boy said, "I'll do it." So they agreed and they made a bet. Young boy went to that person who was famous as a person who doesn't never gets angry, who doesn't have anger. That young boy went to this person and said, "Uncle, I want to tell you something." Then that person very calmly asked, "What do you want to tell me?" "Uncle, I want to tell you something, but I can't tell you because hearing that you'll get angry." He said calmly, "Young boy, son, you know, I don't get angry. I don't have anger. So please tell me." Again, that young boy said, "Uncle, this is really important for you, but I can't tell you that because you'll get angry." When he said it for the second time, this person's emotions changed a bit. He said, "Son, I don't get angry. So please tell me." Again, that young boy continued to say, "Uncle, this is really, really, really important for you. You must know this. But I can't tell you because definitely you will get angry." This time, this person did not get angry, but he was furious. He took the boy with the boy's collar and shook and said, "Boy, I don't get angry. Please let me know what you want to say." So then everyone got to know that he is not only angry, he is furious, and the boy won the gift. What happened to that person? He was on self-denial. Wait for a moment. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. So every morning, this automatically runs. That's what happened. So, what's wrong with that person? So, that person was denying his anger. He kept on denying his anger. He thought that he won't get angry at all. So, even though he felt anger, he was on refusal. This is dangerous. Just like a poisonous tree, the anger was growing and growing and growing, and finally it overcame him, but still he is on refusal. He didn't know. This is what happens to many people. They think that they don't get angry, and when they get angry, they are not aware. They keep on refusing, and finally they do something very dangerous to the other people, and then they realize that they have anger. They are not arhants, they are not enlightened. So, but at such times, they might have done a very terrible action. So, you have to be aware. That is the first thing. Number two, if you are aware, then you have to analyze. So, analyze on the person that you got angry. So, if you got angry at a certain person, you will analyze the character of that particular person. So, let's say the person that you got angry at is a person, right, who has a bad speech. Most of the time, this person speaks bad. But this person does a lot of good actions. When you got angry at such kind of person, you have to focus on those good actions, not at the bad speech. Whenever you focus at the bad speech of that person, your anger grows because you remember past incidents that this person used bad speech, and then you think negatively, and your anger grows and grows and grows. It develops. So whenever you focus on the good actions of that person, then you give an opportunity for your anger to go down. You have to think, even though this person thinks so, and this person talks bad, this person's actions are nice. This person's actions are very beneficial for many. Those actions are so helpful for many. Those actions of this person are pleasing for many. Those actions of this person are comfort, brings comfort for many. So let me focus on this person's good actions, not the bad speech of this person. Whenever you focus like that, imagine a person that you have met in your life, a person like this, who has this characteristic. When you get angry at such kind of a person, this is how you need to do it. So, yeah, uh, that is the first person who is with a bad speech and good actions. So you focus on good actions, not the bad speech of that person. Slide number 2. So there's another person that you get angry at, whose actions are bad. So you get angry at this person, and in this person, the bad actions are completely bad. You think about all the actions that you have done in the past, you can't find out any action which is good. So, but you remember that person's good speech. So, this person, while speaking, he is nice, he's polite. He or she is polite, nice, and doesn't use abusive speech, doesn't tell lies, and doesn't use separative speech like that. So his speech is nice. You have to think like this. Yes, this person's actions are bad. At least this person speaks nicely. In this world, how many people are out there who have both bad speech and bad actions? But in this person, at least the speech is nice. How great. So, for us, it takes 2 years to learn how to speak, to learn speaking with our parents. But it takes our whole life to learn how to speak, when to speak, the methods to speak. So some people don't talk on time. So they don't understand what is the time to talk, and when they talk, they don't understand whether they talk the exact true thing that they are talking about or not. And that means whether it is 100% true or not. And some people don't know whether to consider whether it is meaningful for the listener or not meaningful for the listener. So sometimes they don't know how to consider whether it is whether they are speaking it roughly or softly. Some of them don't understand either. They speak with anger or loving kindness. So, so, so right speech, good speech, is missing in many people. At least in this person. This person has this good speech, even though this person doesn't have good actions. So let me focus on the good side of this person and let my anger go. Then your anger will go away. Now the person number 3. So there is another person. There is another person who meets in your life. In this person, the speech is bad. When you think about the actions are bad too. But really, this person speaks nice things, speaks inspirational things, and encourage the other people by words, and comfort the other people by words. Really, this person does good actions. Really, this person does practice charity, giving dana. Really, this person practices sila. This person really doesn't harm anyone. Really, so act compassionately towards the other people. Really, this person doesn't steal, uh, and uh, and at the same time, really this person doesn't do sexual misconduct. And at the same time, so there are many such kind of good action this person does. Really. So what we need to do is, our need is, we need to get rid of our own anger, because this anger, it harms us before anyone else. So it pollutes your blood, it pollutes your mind, and so and at the same time you feel very uncomfortable. Inside you feel a lot of uncomfortable sensations arising when you have anger. So it's super important, very important to get rid of your anger. That is the most important thing. So instead of the constant and frequent bad words and bad actions of that person, you focus on that rare good action of this person. Let's say there is a person who is very thirsty. This person walks around searching for water. So for hours, this person wanders but doesn't find any place where there is water. Finally, this person sees a very small pit with muddy water. This person, this person cannot bear the thirst, and nowhere to find the water. So what this person will do is, this person will bend down, and without making the water polluted, the upper part of the water polluted, with tongue, this person might drink the upper part of that water. This is just like that. What you need is to get rid of this anger, this drought, this thirst. So you need to see the rare muddy pit of water than the other places where there is no water. This muddy pit of water is the real good action or real good speech of this person. Then you can get rid of this anger. So focus on it, your anger will go away. You have to praise, you have to think, oh, how nice. Actually, there are so many people in this world who even don't do good actions rarely. This person does. How nice, how nice. Then your anger will go. Fourth person, there is another person. Uh, this person practices bad speech all the time, practices bad actions all the time. You go and think, whenever you got angry at that kind of person, you analyze, you investigate the past experiences of you with this person. You try to find something good, something positive about this person, you can't find it. So this person not only you find out, you remember that not only this person harmed you, hurt you, and did unbeneficial, uncomfortable actions towards you, harmful actions towards you, the other people too, and to the loved ones of you. So you get more angry. You have to understand, still it is dangerous. Anger is rising, and you are going to lose the capability to understand, to distinguish what is right and what is wrong. When you come to this stage, you don't know what you will do. There are very serene people out in this world. Most of the times they are serene, they are tame, they are a little bit tranquil, but occasionally when they get angry, since they refuse to accept, to be aware that they are angry, they do sometimes very terrible things that we cannot imagine. When we hear the news, we go like, wow, did that person actually did that kind of thing? We question. Now that happens. So we need to understand that these two. So now our anger is rising, and the capability to not to distinguish what is right and what is wrong is also on rise. Be careful. You have to get rid of this. That's what your ambition is. You want to make yourself feel comfortable. You want to make yourself feel happy, peaceful, tranquil, nice. You don't need all these positive, negative emotions. You want positive emotions to feel. So now, but in this person, even you can't remember anything positive from that person's past. Think like this. There is a person who was deserted in a desert. This person is deserted in a desert. This person roams towards south, north, east, west, searching for refuge. But there is no refuge. You get to know about this person who was deserted in a desert. You feel pity, but you can't do anything else. Out except pitying, you can't do anything else. So, so just like that, when you get angry at a person who doesn't have both good speech and good actions, that person is just like a person who is deserted in a desert, dense desert. So, tough desert, hot desert, without any help. So, the only thing, if you cannot do anything else, the only thing is, the only thing that you can do is you have to be pitiful. You are so fortunate. Why? You have met nice parents due to your past good karmas. They have trained you to be nice, to practice nice speech, to practice nice actions, to practice dana, giving, to practice sila, moral qualities, samadhi, concentration, panya, wisdom. But poor person, he might not have met such kind of parents. He or she might have not met nice friends, nice friends who can teach and guide in the right direction. Maybe that person was messing around with the wrong crowd. Then maybe that person had various kinds of bad happenings in that person's life, so went in the wrong direction. We don't know. And at the same time, maybe because of the past delusions, this person had gone in that way, which we don't have, but that person has karmically those temptations. So that person has gone in that direction. So you can think like that, be beautiful, and you can get rid of that anger. This is so much important. Because being with one small moment with the anger is not good, not comfortable. It doesn't bring peace, always brings negativity. So think like this and get rid of your anger. Person number 5. This is the easiest person when you got angry at that you can get rid of. Very soon it will go away. So this is the person who is with a lot of good speech, a lot of good actions. A person who is just like a pure pond of water. You get thirsty, you go to a pure pond of water. From whichever the side that you want to drink, you can drink. You have blue, clear, nice water, tasty water. So whenever you take that water onto your palm, and then when you drink, your thirst goes away. Just like that, the fifth person, just like that, is the fifth person who is with good speech all the time, good actions all the time. So, so in your life, there is more than staying with the anger, getting rid of with this anger is super, super essential. So once again, I would remember Buddha always teaches not to suppress anger, not to express anger, but to analyze this way, the person who gets angry at, and then you have to apply one of these methods. Any of these, so in this world, whoever that you got angry, you can apply this method. You can apply and get rid of your anger. So and so then you can make your life a beautiful one. And you feel difficult, whenever you feel difficult to let the anger go, always keep these five methods. Write these methods down and keep that in mind and apply it in your life. So when you are not angry, that means your mind is in tranquil, in calmness. This calmness, this tame nature of your mind, it helps you to practice sila. It helps you to protect your sila. It helps you to practice your sila. When you practice your sila, moral qualities, it helps you to lay the foundation for samadhi, concentration. When you practice sila and samadhi, concentration, morality and concentration both together, then gain the ability to easily practice panya, wisdom. When you practice sila, samadhi, and panya, all these three things continuously. So when you practice all these three things continuously, nicely, and with understanding, with open mind, and with wisdom, so finally you will reach the real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, nibbana. So use these five methods. You can see the summary over there. So please write down and definitely use these five methods. So and get rid of your anger. And that is one of the beneficial things that you do for yourself, and then that you do for the other people. As a positive person, as a nice person, as a kind person, as a person who practices this noble, holy path of the Buddha, the Nibbanic path, the Eight Noble Path. Right? Please practice like that and attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. By the power of this positive energy, may all of you be well, happy, healthy, and peaceful. May all of you be well. Sukhi Hotu.
Bhante, Chandima, thank you for the very enlightening and insightful sharing on the 5 thinking patterns to overcome anger, and the good summary just now about speech and actions. Yeah, bad speech, bad action, bad speech, good action. So myself have also learned on a few new areas related to the importance of ability to neutralize our own unwholesome thinking and anger when we are faced with bad speech and bad actions and all the different combinations. So now we are getting to the stage of question and answer from the audience. We will look into the Facebooks right now and see if there's any questions. Hold on, let me just look it up. So audiences, if you have any question, now is your opportunity to post away. Okay. So we do have one question. Hold on. Let me show this. Okay, Bhante, we have one question from Miss Sally Wong. It says the fourth person. Yeah, let's see what's the fourth person. Let me read out the question. The
Yeah.
fourth person, apart from pity, can we also send him good vibes like metta, act kindly to him and her, and hopefully may cause this person to change?
Very nice. Definitely, you can share metta and change that person's life. Let me tell you a small story from North India. So, normally in every house, mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, most of the houses, they have small conflicts, right? In one house, this went a little bit bigger. Daughter-in-law was so angry at the mother-in-law. She was furious, so hateful. So finally, she thought she'll get rid of the mother-in-law. She went to a herbal doctor and told him, I can't live with my mother-in-law anymore. Please help me. I want to get rid of my mother-in-law. Please give me a poison. The doctor looked at the daughter-in-law, and he was a peculiar doctor. He gave a poison. He gave that poison to this daughter-in-law and said, "Okay, this is a poison, but you can't give this poison right away to your mother-in-law. Every day, when you cook food for your mother-in-law, please add some of this food, this medication, this poison to her food, right? And then, uh, then after that, you should not behave suspiciously. Instead, to fool everybody else, you have to show her affection every day. You have to show her full of affection every day. At least you should pretend that you are so affectionate towards her." So she said, "Thank you," took the poison and went home. And now the daughter-in-law, she's not like earlier, she doesn't quarrel. She talks so nice words with the mother-in-law. "Mom, do you like to eat this? Do you like to eat that? Do you like this porridge? Do you like this soup? Do you like this dessert? Do you like that dessert?" Like that. She makes various kinds of food for her mother-in-law because she can give more and more poison to her. So, with every session, she generously gave small amount of poison mixed in those portions of food. Gradually, the mother-in-law's anger went away. She also started thinking, "Oh, my daughter-in-law, she's so nice now. She's not like before. She doesn't quarrel with me. She doesn't yell at me. And now she's so nice, so nice. I also should do the same." So both of them, she also started reacting with affection, and finally both of them made a big bond, and it went to a certain extent that mother-in-law was so happy about her daughter-in-law. She gave, she gifted the traditional garland, golden garland that she owned from her own mother to the daughter-in-law. Daughter-in-law knew how worthy that garland is for her mother-in-law. She was so moved. She felt that great affection of her mother-in-law. Now she felt guilty. She, at that right very moment, she ran away to the doctor and told, Doctor, Doctor, I feel so bad. I feel so scary. Doctor, please, now my mother-in-law has completely changed. My mother-in-law has completely changed. She's so nice to me, so affectionate to me. She loves me a lot, like to her own daughter. Well, now I want to get rid of that poison. Please give me an anti-poison, antidote to get rid of that poison that I fed her. The doctor smiled. Don't worry, nothing will happen. She said, No, you gave me poison. I gave her every day. For many months, I kept on giving her this poison. Then the doctor said, Don't worry, that's not poison. Then she asked, What is that then? It's a certain kind of medication. By discussing with you, I understood she has a lot of health problems. She has cholesterol, high blood pressure, and this and that, various kinds of sicknesses. That's why she is this much hot tempered. I gave you some medication to add for her food, and she became healthy by digesting it. So now she is perfectly healthy, and both of you, and at the same time, because of your affection, the relationship has become stronger, loving, and restored too. That's what I did. So yes, by for the first person, gradually, very patiently, consistently, if you show loving kindness, metta, that's wonderful. That person can change. That's what Buddha did to Angulimala. That's what Buddha did to various other people, even to the Devadatta, his own, so Buddha's enemy, his cousin. So for him too, Buddha showed the same thing even though he didn't change. So that's how it is. So whenever you show affection, people change. So, but you have to start with pity. You have to start with pity, and then you have to start loving kindness. So, very good point. Thank you for that.
Okay, Bhante, we will see if there's any more questions. Viewers, please post your questions. This is the opportunity to ask. Okay, we don't have that many. I will put in one more question. Okay, we got one. Wait, hold on. Okay, Bhante, of course, that's how you shared already the 5 different techniques, on handling the different, combination of bad speech and actions. However, in many corporates today or many organizations, we see a lot of unwholesome and selfish actions to survive, lah. Because I think there is 2 things here at play. In Buddhism, I think a lot of things that is being taught is about being altruistic. Very
Yes.
giving. Yeah, it's being altruistic and give peace of mind when you're more and more altruistic. But in the real world, in the world that we're actually living in, as in a layman world, I put it in a lay person who's not yet on the path towards enlightenment properly. We are still at the, we are very entrenched in the mundane world. We see a lot of unwholesome and selfish actions to survive by many. In the corporate sector, the offices, anywhere, in all these corporations, you see a lot. Yeah, and they oftentimes you see, even the middle management, they steal the credit of the actual hard workers. Yeah, and that lead to a lot of anger. And if we continue to send metta to these people, and then we change our
Yes,
mindset to be wholesome, it cannot completely, resolve this problem. There is always some anger. There's always some resentment. So what else
yes.
can be done to neutralize the anger? And this is a real thing happening in many companies. You see a lot of
Yes.
people at the bottom of the hierarchy doing a lot of work,
What they have done
but they are stealing your
right
credit.
now, it has come to them in the same taste. In the past, if you have done the same thing to the other people, now that very taste has come to you. So not everyone gets the same kind of honors like that. Not everyone, but but still people get, because in this world there are so many people who do such kind of things towards the lower workers, and so the percentage of such kind of people who reborn and gain the same taste of medication is many. So we need to understand that it has to do some part of it. It has to do with our own karmas, but it doesn't mean you can't change it. You have to say, yes, this is my karma. That is the first thing. Then you have to understand, but still you can change this. With the phenomenon of chitta, you can change. Yes, you can complain to the upper officials too. At the same time, you can continue to spread metta. So the more that person becomes aggressive, the more you should be nice to that person. The more that person steal credits from you, the more you should work hard. So that is very important. With an equanimous mind, without keeping grudge at that particular person, because because there is nothing which will stay permanent. Whenever you encounter, so whenever there is fire, if you encounter it with fire, the fire doubles and it increases. The fire increases, and then it will burn the whole thing. You won't be another fire. Instead, you have to be cool water, a barrel of cool water. There's this fire, you throw the cool water, it gets extinguished. So be the cool water. Even though how much fire that person develops, be the cool water. Everything is impermanent. Everything will change, and everybody will get to know about you later on. But if you're angry, you can't do it again. Even though how much hard the situation is, keep on doing it. Keep on showering. Keep on showering loving kindness. Definitely the situation will change. Those people will change. It has happened in the past. It is happening in the present. It will happen in the future too, because hatred never gets seized by hatred. Hatred always got seized by love. This is the eternal law. So keep on doing so. There are so many such kind of incidents which happened during so for many of my meditators. So in this very Bay Area, so it will happen same is in the similar way for you too. But you need to concentrate. You need to endure. You need to be patient. You need to keep on sticking to the good side, positive actions, even though how much hard it is. And finally, if you do positive, the result will be positive too. Definitely. So keep on showering love and kindness. Situation will change.
Okay, Bhante, that's a very good advice. Can apply to many people in many sector, you know. Okay. And yeah, I think what you're saying here is still continue to what do you call, put on the loving kindness metta lah.
Yeah,
Cast the white net of metta. Okay.
yeah, that's a universal thing in this period. Yeah, we have various kinds of companies, right? So we have Facebook, Apple, this and that and everything. So this is a daily situation, daily conflict that we have to counsel upon, because there are so many people from various countries who come here and face such kind of difficulties in their offices. They finally come to us, and this is the very advice that I give them. And I have seen its success throughout their work lives. Now, there are so many people whose work lives has become better by practicing this. I can only advise, but you have to do it. But you have to do it consistently. Then there's one worker. So he's an Indian. So he came here maybe 4 5 years ago, and he's working for one of those tech companies, and he's also a junior officer, and the senior officer and this junior officer did have a long lasting hatred in that company for several years. I gave this very advice to that person. So the whole situation changed after several months. Now they have become very nice friends. So this is practical, but it is very important to stick to this practice. Whatever that person does, you don't take the negativity. Even though you produce negativity, I don't take it. Let me react with positivity. Then water and fire cannot stay together. Finally, water wins. So fire gets suppressed and eradicated, and always the water is the thing which will win, because it's cold, it's nice, it's positive, and sprinkle water to the other people's fire. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, Bhante. Basically, water and fire won't mix lah. So we do not need to, we take the high road lah. We do not need to adopt the same practices, you know, as others, and spread metta lah. I think that's what are the takeaway that we get. Yeah. Bante, so basically, we have come to the end of today's Dhamma sharing. Let's just do one last check if there's any question. There's one more. Okay, okay. Okay, Bante, there's one more. Before we end, how to overcome anger facing a procrastinator with delayed behavior personality?
All right, procrastinator. Who is that? All right.
From Mr. YP, I think King. Yeah, Mr. King. Yeah.
Delayed behavior personality means the person who reacts late, right?
Yeah, like procrastinator means always it's very slowly, you know, or how we call it, purposely sometime or intentionally delay their delivery.
All
Sometimes
right,
in organizations and in many parts of companies, you meet people like that also lah. And in many characters, there's also people like that. So not
right.
everyone is.
That means that they promise that I'll give this product during this time, but they give it late, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
These are some very practical questions because this is something that we face daily, and we see how
all
we can
right.
address. Yeah, yeah.
So, at some times, still you should not get angry, but you have to find a punctual person for that, because with such kind of employees, it is very difficult to run a company. So we need to find a punctual person. So uh, uh, in United States, the business has grown mainly because of the honesty. So if they say if they say that I'll do this during this time, definitely they'll do it at that particular time. So you should not get angry at that person somehow. Somehow you should not get angry at such kind of people. Instead, you need to get rid of that employee because it's not good for your business. So business is business, relationship is relationship. So instead of getting angry, you should show that person, this is my policies on time, punctuality, that is my policy, that is what is good for my company. So if you are not following that, you are not following our rules. If you are not following our rules, then you can't continue with our company. So we are sorry, but we have to move on with another employee. So uh, don't go to argument, no use. But you can give another chance. You can give them another chance. But if they are still not punctual, you have to take actions because you can't endanger your business, which is your livelihood, which is your income.
Bhante, that's very, very good guidance and advice. And I think also, like it or not, myself also work in corporations, and we face a lot of things lah, in the corporate sector. And I think this is some very good tips lah. No matter what, the fire of anger can only be managed by love lah, by loving kindness. So internalize that, because coming from my own experience also sometime, and also last weekend, I mean yesterday, attended a talk by I think Can Survive. It was a cancer thing. I sit down one whole day just to listen on how to prevent this kind of things from happening to our health. And one of the things that was raised was all this lah, internalization of anger, stress, anxiety. All this prolong has effect on our health one. So like it or not, sometimes anger, if not managed, it would do more harm to our own health. And then you cannot practice also lah, the Buddha's path later. So then it's a shame, right? We have one body. So it's a good reminder. Anger and all these unwholesome feelings, like it or not, it puts you in a certain acidic lah, body mode or something like that. That's what I learned from yesterday's one. So when I listen to this, I think this is some very good tools to help us manage our own emotions and our own feelings, and not let it affect us to the point of our health lah. So Bhante, thank you very much for all the guidances on
Yes,
how to
you are
manage.
very, very welcome, Miss Caroline. You're very, very welcome. Can I conclude?
Yeah. So right now, Bhante,
Yes.
we come to the end of the today's Dhamma sharing, and we wish to invite you to kindly conduct the Anumodana, the transference
Yes.
of merits to the dearly departed and to the Devas.
Yes. So let's share today, all of us got together and listen to this noble Dhamma and accumulated a lot of positive energy. And this is the time to kindly share this whole positive energy with everyone. First of all, let's think about all the departed relatives of you. And I think there are so many sponsors. So all the people who passed away by the names of these sponsors and all the participants and all of us. Yeah, some of them we are known to us, some of them are not. Somehow we think of all of them. May all those people gain this positive energy wherever they are. If they are in bad runs, may they be free. If they are in good runs, may they achieve better. And practicing the Dhamma one day, having a human life, practicing the Dhamma, may they attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. To share positive energy, please say Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Now let's share this positive energy with all the divine beings. May they also prosper in their divine luxuries. In return, may they bless you, protect you, and help you. And may they also practice the Dhamma and attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May this positive energy be with all the sick people who are suffering in this world due to this coronavirus pandemic. And may they gain this positive energy. May they recover very, very soon. And at the same time, may such kind of effects never happen to them again. And may they also gain good health. And may this positive energy be with all of us. And by may we all be able to live healthily, happily, comfortably, peacefully. May we develop in the five aspects of life. What are those? May we develop in long life, beauty, comfort, mental and physical strength, and wisdom. Practicing the Dhamma. Finally, may all of us attain real peace, real happiness, purification of mind, Nibbana. Everyone, please concentrate. May the Buddha bless you, Dhamma bless you, Sangha bless you. Please concentrate. අභිවාදන සීලිස නිච්ඡං බද්දා පචායිනු චත්තාරෝ ධම්මා වඩ්ඩන්ති ආයුවන්නෝ සුඛං බලං ආයුරාෝග්‍ය සම්පatti සග්ග සම්පatti මේවච අතෝ නිබ්බාන සම්පatti Iminate samijjatu. May you all be well. May you all be happy. May you all be very, very peaceful and develop in the Dhamma. Sukhi hotu. Sukhi hotu. Sukhi hotu. Thank you.
Bhante. Okay, Bhante, that is a very good and a very calming one when I listened to it just now. So we really come to the end now. So on behalf of the Mahasangha and the management of the Buddhist Mahavihara, we wish to express our appreciation, gratitude, and thank you to you, Bhante, especially for for sharing this very insightful talk. And now I believe it's 7 in the morning on your side, right? From 5:30 in the morning to 7 o'clock, coming to 7, right?
Yes,
So
5 minutes is there.
so very early time, and the fact that you put aside your time very early in the morning to this talk, we're very appreciative. Also, we want to express our appreciation to the sponsors for this Dharma sharing today and viewers who have listened in tonight. Yeah, thank you all for your time. And thank you, Bhante, and all the sponsors.
Sukhi
Sadhu,
hotu.
sadhu, sadhu.
Sukhi hotu. Sukhi.